unboxing of Maquis, a game by Jake Staines. This is won a Golden Geek Award and is technically probably not a war game by your guys' standards, but it is kind of a historical game. It's dealing with the Maquis, which is the French resistance during World War II, and I have another game on that topic, the La Resistance from Flying Pig Games, which is a dice and card game by Mark Walker. This one is more of a group game. You're all, part of the resistance, but it's kind of a take that. You're actually trying to outdo your other fellow resistance members. This one is not that. This is a solo game. So this is, as you can see here, it doesn't say that it's a solo game, but it is a solo game. Engage the Nazi occupation of France in La Petite Guerre to throw off the yoke of the oppressors and free your homeland. Maquis is a solitaire worker placement game with variable goals and a playtime of approximately 20 minutes. So let's tear into this box here and see what we have. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. See, one player, age 14 plus, 30 minutes. So the back of the box says 20 minutes. Side of the box says 30 minutes. Your mileage may vary. So let's see what we've got in here. So I typically don't require multiple games on the same topic, but the solitaire aspect of this intrigued me. And this is the second edition, I believe. I believe there was a first edition and then a little bit of an expansion, and this is the second edition, which I believe has the expansion in there. So there's the rules, not very long rules. You have the setup there. Playing through the day, placement. There's your action phase, mission actions. Then you have the upkeep phase, ending the game, and what happens when you lose. And then there's a difficulty mode of which you can, ratchet up your difficulty on there, mission cards difficulty, and then the credits there. So it has counters that you'll use on the board. And I believe, again, this has the expansion that was for the first edition incorporated into this second edition, which added some of these buildings and added some, I think, additional counters as well. Then you have the map board here. Let's take a look at that. And that's the back of the map, which is kind of just an artistic view of the city. And then you actually have the city itself, and it's kind of indented here, if you can see where you put some of these buildings in. So you can actually, these are like the spare rooms. So one of the actions I think you can do is add some of these different buildings to the board to help you out on your mission. So basically you're going to be running missions, and like a lot of solitaire games, it's more puzzly. I mean, there's a way to, maneuver your guys around the board to pick up resources that you're going to need to complete the mission. And the AI or the police, the police that are cooperating with the Nazis or the Nazi military, they're going to come on the board and kind of block you. So you have to trace a line back to your base to get the resources to complete your missions. And then these are the missions that come with it. It doesn't have them. I'm going to have to rip this here. Flip this open here. So you're going to have a mission here, and they go up top here. You have like a primary mission and then a secondary mission. It's like this one is free the resistance leader. This is destroy the AA guns. And here's bomb the barracks. And it's going to tell you what the objectives are. And and what you need, what resources you're going to need to complete this mission. You have your playing pieces, which are your guys, and you start out, I think, with 3, but you can get other ones based on resources that you get. And then you have, of course, the police and the German military that are going to be trying to block your access or hunt you down. And then you have here, you get your morale. This is the morale for, this is nice. It's hard. It's reinforced cardboard here, 2-ply. And then you also have these indentions here to put your cubes. But this is going to keep the morale of the police and the soldiers and where they start. And you can take out police, but when you do that, they're replaced by soldiers, and you can't take out the soldiers, so they become a little bit more difficult to deal with as you go down the path there. So we have here the cards. Let's try to open up these cards here. A little bit tougher to open up here. I can't get those open. They don't have the nice little, tab that open up like you normally would expect in some of these games. Well, that's tougher than normal there. Well, maybe we won't look at the cards. So you get a good view of the board there, though. Well, I'm trying to get that open there. Tell this is a shrink wrap, right? So you have the different cards here. And these are the missions. Maybe these are special missions, or maybe these were like the new missions that came with the expansion. Not certain about that. I have to read up on that. But then you have these missions. I think these are the regular missions that come with the game here, because they have the little indentation right there. So some of the cards you get with this. So there's a lot of replayability here, because you're going to be doing different missions. And then you have the AI deck. So this is your missions. This is a little chart here to kind of explain the different tokens and how you use them and what you need to do with them. So that's a nice little information card. Then you have the patrol. This is basically the AI. You'll be flipping this over, and you're going to place a police wherever there is a number here. So like this is going to be placed at the fence. This is going to be at the Pont du Nord, and then Pont, and I can't even pronounce that, WWII. So there are different locations that they're going to go. And if you're there, then you're okay, but they can eventually block off, your access. So if you can't trace a path back to your safe house, which you start down here, then you're not going to get those resources. And if you don't get those resources, then you're not going to be able to, complete your mission or whatever you need up here for the various missions. So this is the AI deck, really, that you're going to be flipping that over, and that's going to determine, what paths you have and how you can get back and do your potentially complete your missions. So that's what you get in a box of Maquis. A little card box there that goes in there. Good components here. Again, this is a solitaire game that takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Nice thick cardboard there. With a very historical theme of trying to, run missions for the French Resistance. It'll be interesting after I play this a few times. I'll probably compare it to my experience with this game. I don't have a lot on the French Resistance. I know that there are, like for Combat Commander, I believe there's a module for that you can be the French Resistance, and I believe maybe, I don't know if I have it in Squad Leader. I might have it in Squad Leader because I had a couple of the first expansions to Squad Leader. I assume ASL has it. I just don't do as much ASL. I've only done like some of the first starter kit stuff with that. I assume that there's a lot of other small unit tactical or other war games that deal with the French resistance. But this is, my offering of it, and this is what I'm going to be, trying out in the near future there. So this is Maquis. That's an unboxing. What's your thoughts about this? Interested in this at all? Or is this just not wargaming enough and not interested in this at all? Or is this something that is a nice little, kill some time, 20 to 30 minutes of trying to solve a puzzle and have a historical theme. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for spending some time with me. Thanks for watching.